Okay, in the previous slides, I have taught how two vectors can be added by graphical method to get the resultant vector. But the graphical method is risky because maximum time the mm, whenever you are going to draw anything, the probability of getting correct is very less. So graphical method is not so accurate. So we have to go through the analytical method of adding two vectors by triangle rule. So now I am going to discuss the analytical method of adding of two vectors by triangle law. Hmm. Before studying the analytical method, we have to know how one vector can be splitted in components. Every vector can be splitted in two components. One is called cos component and another is called sine component. Let the black line is vector A, which is making an angle alpha with the red line. So the vector A can be splitted into two components. One is along the red line and the another is perpendicular to the red line. So what component will be along the red line? It will be A cos alpha, and the another component will be just perpendicular to the cos component, and it will be A sin alpha. Always remember, the cos component and sine component will be perpendicular to each other, and the resultant vector, that is the main vector, will always go through the right angle of these two components, always. Now let us see another example. Yes, let A is a vector which is making an angle alpha with the red line. So what will be the component of the A along the red line? Pause the screen and think it. Yes, you are thinking correct. It is A cos alpha. And the another component will be A sin alpha. This will be this. Yes, A sin alpha. And I have previously said that the cos component and sine component will always be at right angle, and the main vector or the resultant vector will always go through the right angle between the sine component and the cos component. So now one question arises, sir, why the sine component is downward? For the previous case the sine component is upward, but here why the sine component is downward? Okay, now consider the sine component is upward directed, and it should create a right angle with the cos component, then this will be the right angle. But you see, if the sine component will upward directed, the main vector or the resultant vector A cannot go through the right angle between the cos component and the sine component. So we have to take the sine component downward directed. Okay, from this slide what have I learned? We have learned sine component and cos component always be perpendicular to each other. Okay, let PQ is a vector and it is A, and QS, it is also another vector, it is B. Now we have to find the resultant of vector A and vector B, and the resultant vector is represented by C here. So by triangle law we have to find the resultant of vector A and vector B. So the first step will be to find the angle between vector A and vector B. Yes, see the direction of the vector A and vector B. To find the angle, we have to at first make the arrowhead outward from a point. So to make this, we have to extend the vector A. Yes, this is the extension. This black line is the extension. Okay. Now we can measure the angle. Say it is alpha. Okay. Now look at B. This is B and this is QR making an angle alpha. So this is B from Q to S. Yes, from Q to S. This is B and the extension is QR. The extension is also QR and the angle is alpha. Okay. So we can split the vector B into two components. One is along the QR and another is perpendicular to QR. So make it. So the component of B along QR will be B cos alpha, and the another component, that is sine component, will be perpendicular to QR. Yes, this is perpendicular and this is B sine alpha. Okay, we can place this vector B sine alpha from here to here. Yes, this means the same. Okay, that means we get QR equal to B cos alpha and RS equal to B sine alpha. Okay, now from triangle PRS, this is PRS, this is the big triangle PRS. From this we can get this. From here we can say PR square plus RS square equal to PS square. Now what is PR? PR means PQ plus QR. So put it PQ plus QR, and all of the data are as same, written as same. Now what is PQ? PQ means vector A, put it here, and RQ means RQ. RQ means B cos alpha. Okay, it is here B cos alpha. And RS means, yes, RS, this is RS, and RS means B sin alpha. Put it here. RS means B sin alpha. And PS, what is PS? PS means the resultant vector C. It is C. Now split this A plus B whole square and calculate the whole. You will get this C square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos alpha. So you can get the formula analytically. You have to use this formula. So the resultant vector square equal to one vector square plus another vector square plus 2 into the multiplication of two vectors and cos of the angle between two vectors. This is the angle between two vectors A and B. This. Okay. Also from triangle PQR we can get tan theta equal to RS divided by PR. Yes, RS, and you know RS means B sin alpha. Yes, RS means B sin alpha, and PR, this is PR. PR means this plus this, so that means A plus QR. So A plus QR, what